morning, students. Today we are going to start with our next chapter, that is data handling. Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our next chapter, that is chapter 3, data handling. It is your chapter 3. Now first is the word data. Data means it is the collection of some numbers, some other facts which you collect regarding one information. Information means, suppose you are collecting for your test marks, you are collecting the temperature. So in this manner, you are collecting different information regarding test marks, your temperature. So these are the information: temperature, test marks. So this is the information, and the numbers that you are going to collect for it, they are called the facts. They are called the facts. So data is a collection of facts of regarding one particular information. Clear? So I can give you an example that one child is good in maths, or I can say that the score is 80 marks. Okay. So now when I say is good in maths, it is not going to give you the proper picture. But if I say the score is 80, then you come to know that, yeah, this is the information, this is the fact that the marks are 80, and then we can interpret that the child is good in maths. Clear? So a particular number is called the real data. Now data is divided in two types. One is primary data and the other one is the secondary data. Okay, these are the two types. One is primary, other is secondary. Now when we talk about primary data, it is the just when I say go and collect or write down the marks of the students of your class for a particular subject, so that is called the primary data. Means you are just going yourself, you are writing the marks, or I say that at your home, marks of students, you are collecting yourself. And when I say at home, write down the height. Bring the height of the family members. So these things which you are collecting yourself, is called the primary data, the first hand information which you are collecting on your own. Source is you are going to each and every one to get and collect the data, and such type of data is also called as raw data. Raw data because suppose I'll give you an example. For one child the marks are 10, other child is 9, then 2, then 5, then again 10, then 6, then 1. So like this, you have just collected the marks of the students of your class for a particular test, for a particular subject. Now here, as you are just writing it, you cannot get any information. You just simply say this is the collection of marks of the children. Here, so this is primary as you have collected, and it is raw because you cannot make out anything from it. It is not organized. There should be a particular sequence. Okay. So, and each, now here I have given you the numbers. Each number is called observation. Each number is called observation. Means from these, each number represents the marks of one child. And this is your observation regarding a particular child. So the data is made up of observations, or you can call it, it is a collection of observations. Here, data is a collection of observations. Okay. Now, when you have collected it, they are just written as you are getting it. This is your first hand information that you are collecting. So this is called raw data. Raw means when we make vegetable also, first there is a raw vegetable with you, then the peeling is done, chopping is done, and then we cook it. Raw vegetable cannot be eaten. So in the same manner, from the raw data we cannot derive any information. We have to arrange it. Then we can get the information. Suppose 10 marks belong to Mohit, 9 to Sonia. So like that, if I have this information, then I can make out Mohit scored 10 on 10. Sonia just lost 1 mark. And suppose this is another child, Suresh, marks are 2. This child has to work hard. So now you can interpret the data. So then you have arranged the data. Clear? Now regarding the secondary data, the data which you get from books, from newspaper, from internet, there are many sources to get the data. So such data is called, means you don't have to collect it. It is already prepared. You get that data, and through different sources are there. So such data is called secondary data, means you are not the one who is collecting it. There is somebody else who has done work for you and you got it. Okay, so this is secondary data. I think this you are collecting yourself and this somebody has done for you. And a data, whether it is a primary or secondary, it is made up of observations. And primary data is a raw data because it needs to be arranged. Even you have to arrange. If it is a small data, you can make out by arranging. Suppose here I told you the marks, the names of the students has to be there so that you can make out who got how many marks, and then you can say the performance is good, performance is not good, and you should know what is the total of the test. If it is 10 on 10, means the total marks was, maximum marks were 10, then the performance is 100%. Here it is good, very good, but for these two students the performance is very, very poor. Okay, so in this manner we are going to get the information from the data. Is it clear? Now you can arrange the data either in ascending order or descending order. That is your choice. The data can be arranged in ascending order or descending order. That is your choice. Now after that you will get some important information which you want to make out. Now as I have given you, suppose there are 90, 72, 80, 92, 60. These are the marks of the students. Now first thing is that this is the primary data that you have collected. Now you are going to arrange it either in ascending or descending order. Suppose I write 92, then 90, then 80, and then 72. And last one is 60. Now you have arranged the data in descending order. Instead of writing the names, I am writing this is student A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and this one is E student. So this is the data that you have collected, the primary data. Now you have organized it. You have how many observations? 5 observations, means these are the marks of 5 students. Now with this, I have to take out the answer for the data. That one answer is called the value of the data. Okay, I have to, because answer is always 1. I cannot say these are the 2 answers. Okay, so answer is a value which you are going to interpret from the data. If I say what are the maximum marks, you will say 92. What are the minimum marks? That is 60. And in data handling, the data answer is given by 3 types. Okay, one value is called as the mean value, then comes your mode, and the last one is the median. These are the, in this way the answer can be, they can ask you what is the mean value of this, what is the mode of this, and what is the median of the given data. And these 3 values, they will give you the answer around, there will be, suppose I say the answer is 70. Clear? The mean is 70. Now around this value 70, few values, few observations will be more and few will be less. So this is called as the central value. What we call this as central value, means around this value, around this mean value, few values, few observations are going to be higher than this and few are going to be lower than this. Same is with the mode and same is with the median. But there are different ways to calculate it that I'm going to explain you. Today we will just take up what is mean. Data is made up of observations. Now today we will study only about mean. What is mean? In your previous classes you have done average. Mean is same as the average. How you were calculating the average? By just adding all the numbers you have divided by the number of numbers you have. Okay, so I'll explain you. This is the very common method to find out the answer for the data. Means the one value which is common. Common means around this value the answers, the other observations are occurring. So this means mean is equal to sum of observations divided by number of observations. Okay, it is the sum of observations divided by the number of observations. This is the formula for mean. Now before starting up with the mean solution, I will explain you one more thing is the range. Range means the highest observation minus the lowest observation. Range gives you that if there will be one answer for the range also. So it gives you that there is a large variation in the values in the observations or there is small. If range, the answer, the difference comes out to be less, smaller value means you have less variation between the observations. They are within few values. As you will do, it will be much more clear to you. And if it is of higher value, means there is a large gap between the observations. Okay, so this is the use of range. So write down these two things which are very important, mean and range. Suppose you have data 34, 32, 36, 30, 32, 33, 20 and 29. So how many observations are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. First thing what I told you, arrange the data in either ascending order or descending order. So I am arranging in ascending order. 32, 32, then your 33, then 34 and then 36. Now check. All 8 you have written. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So you have arranged the data. Clear? Now first of all find the range. Arranging the data will help you. Which is the highest observation? 36 minus the lowest observation. 20. What is my answer? 16. So the range is 16 means it is not a very big number. So within few values you can see from 20 to 36. the values are between 20 to 36. So there is not a bigger gap in between. Now what is the mean? It can be written as mean also or arithmetic. Arithmetic mean, because you are adding the numbers. So arithmetic means sum of observations. So you are going to add 20 plus 29 plus 30 plus 32 plus 32 plus 33 plus 34 plus 36 upon how many are there? Observations 8. So the total will come out to be 246 upon 8. And then don't leave it as it is. You have to convert it into decimal, which comes out to be 30.75. So in this manner, you are going to calculate the mean or the arithmetic mean. It is one and the same thing, and it is also called as an average. Arithmetic mean or average. It is one and the same thing. All three things are the same thing. So don't get confused. In the book, it is written as arithmetic mean. It is same thing, and average is also the same thing. So this is about your first topic of chapter 3, where you have studied about data, observations, primary and secondary data, how to arrange. There is one value for the data that is called as the central value or the central tendency. You might find it is written as central tendency, means it is the value, this answer around 30.75. See, the values are occurring 30.75. Few values are bigger to it and few values are smaller to it. So this is the central value, and this is the one answer. This is one representative value, which is the mean. So the mean is a value for the representative data. It is the representative data, a value for the data. That mean is represented by this value, and this value is the center point around which few values are lesser, few values are big. So, and range is just the difference between the highest observation and the lowest observation. And once you arrange the data either in ascending or descending order, you don't have to look for which one is the highest and which one is the smallest. So easily you can get the identify and then subtract them. The difference will give you the range. That's all.